Hey guys, so you saw from the intro, in this game there's a really good Fanny in the opposite team, and to make matters even worse, she's playing a trio, so that means that we also have a trio, and our trio is definitely way more inexperienced than theirs, and a good Fanny player is a complete nightmare for players who are really inexperienced at playing against her. So you already know how this game will turn out to be, but like always, games like this make the video way more entertaining. Also, I will be sharing some really important tips on how you can outplay a good Fanny, so make sure to watch till the end. In this game, I will be using Sicilian as a support, so it was really hard for me to carry or do something significant in the early game. I told my team that we should try to invade Fanny's blue buff, because without it, she won't be much of a threat. But like I said, our trio is quite inexperienced, so Gusion won't listen. I know that all Fanny players always start with the blue buff first, so I'm trying to clear the minion wave as fast as possible, then try to steal it. But unfortunately our Gusion, who has retribution, decided to take the blue buff first as well, instead of coming with us to invade her buff. Well, almost nothing in life will go according to plan, so don't be too stressed out about it and just think ahead. In this video, I'll be showing Fanny's point of view as well, so you can see how she's really dominating my whole team. Gusion got too greedy trying to take Elite though. Well, that's not good stuff for us. I'm trying to make something happen and see if I can reduce our deficit a little bit. But like you can see, the trio rotation is really good. Basha is always rotating and being an annoying tank, which that's how you should be playing tank anyway. This Fanny keeps hunting down our supposedly carry. Now they completely have the upper hand, and it's not even close. Now that they got such a huge lead, the next obvious move will definitely be taking the turtle, but let's not underestimate our burst damage. If we manage to connect all our skills, we can definitely turn the tide of battle instantly. So I'm telling my teammates that they're doing the turtle, and this might be our chance to turn things around. Unfortunately, my teammates are too focused on clearing the minion wave that they are not paying attention to the map. Remember, I'm only pointing these things out so you can learn from this kind of mistake, so you can avoid doing them in the future. Experiences and mistakes are your best teacher in life. You probably might be thinking that the game is over already. Fanny is extremely fed at this point, and we should probably just concede a minute 6. Well, in case you didn't know, Sicilian is one of the best mages to make a comeback, so just wait for it. But to be honest, their team composition is really good, and they're pretty decent players as well, so making a comeback is going to be quite challenging. You can see that the trio rotation is really good, while our rotation is extremely poor. So after this death, I decided I should take matters into my own hands.
Our turret has been destroyed.
Even though Fanny got a bit greedy here, they still managed to get a triple kill, so it was definitely worth it for them. At this point, it might seem almost impossible to make a comeback, because I'm not even using a marksman, or a carry assassin or a fighter, so as a mage, it's a lot more difficult to be the main carry. But even then, I wasn't too worried because I know that once I get Lightning Truncheon, his damage output will skyrocket. Also, I'm starting to notice a pattern. They are getting more and more cocky, and are turret diving and invading our jungle non-stop, with only a few of them. Those are good signs that a comeback is very plausible. Here I'm trying to anticipate Fanny's next position. As long as I'm not dying and Fanny is sacrificing her life killing the others, the path of making a comeback seems to be more and more doable. It's really important to try to defend the middle turret as much as possible, because without it, they can kill us very easily, especially because they have a lot of good heroes for diving. At this point of the game, I really want to take the buff because Cecilian will benefit from it way more than our Gusion.
Initiate retreat.
We both know there is no end for us.
Two from our teams are already dead. There's no point in doing a 4-man ult. Remember, as a tank, always pay attention to the situation before engaging the enemies. Because we managed to defend our middle turret until now, even though they might get some kills by turret diving, at least they are also dying in the process as well, so it's a trade we should take any day. I'm telling Gusion to just simply let me take the buff, because I know I can do so much more in the game if you only let me take it. You're probably thinking that's just a wasted effort and he will definitely not listen. But like I have said many times, just keep trying, because there's always the possibility that it might work. I'm trying to kill Valir and then just get out, because we already have the number disadvantage. I'm not in a good position right now. I need to retreat as soon as possible.
Fear rises, yet love rises.
Pay very close attention to my positioning here. There's a reason why I'm next to the turret. If you use the turret the same way I do, Fanny will have a very hard time killing you. The turret acts as a wall, so don't panic even when you are facing a pro Fanny. Hehe.
Our turret has been destroyed.
Pay a lot of attention to your positioning, especially when you are playing a squishy hero and facing many heroes that can instantly go to the backline. While I'm also paying attention to the enemy squishy hero, I will try to kill the Valier first.
We both know
You have slain an enemy. An enemy has been slain. Our turret, an enemy has been slain.
Instead of becoming another food for Fanny, it is much better if I can just simply steal her buff. But her reaction is pretty fast and she noticed her blue buff right away. I will expect nothing less from a good Fanny player.
living forever.
I was about to recall back to base, but once I saw that there are 2 minions pushing the middle turret, I decided to clear it first, because remember, the middle turret is extremely important.
Ally has slain Lord. Well played. Initiate retreat. Killing spree.
Fear rises.
Mega kill.
I know Fanny is taking the buff, I'm going to try to steal it or kill her.
Enemy has been slain. Launch attack. Ult is not ready. Launch attack.
Once again, pay very close attention to my positioning. I know that only Fanny and Uranus are alive, but if we are all bunched together, they both alone can definitely wipe us out. And because of that, you can see that I'm next to a turret. I'm going to anticipate her next move and stay behind the broken turret so she cannot touch me. And because I'm the main damage dealer, she will try to kill me first.
Request back. Launch attack. Ult is not ready. Attack. Your team destroyed a turret. Mega kill.
It's not a blessing, but a curse.
If you enjoyed this video, consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel. Thanks.